the federal government is attempting to frame the Proud Boys. I should say they're literally trying to frame them. The seditious conspiracy thing is ridiculous. Wasn't there an agent who said they didn't hear anything like this? Or what was that about?
Yeah, there were early on. And I think this also came out because Julie Kelly was reporting on it on Twitter.
She's amazing.
Yeah, she's spectacular. And there were some documents. The Proud Boys.
Can we steal her?
Right? Let's do it.
Yes.
Yeah, so there were some documents that she had posted where FBI agents or whatever federal agents had said that they were with the Proud Boys and that they were like embedded with them and that they heard absolutely no evidence of pre-planning of January 6th at all. So
they make this up. Here's the crazy thing.
And the FBI had also said that there was no evidence of pre-planning.
Initially, it was this guy, Dominic Pizzola, was charged with, I think, trespassing, parading, and like vandalism or something.
He broke a window.
Well, allegedly. And because he's not been convicted of anything. And sure. Then they came later, like a year later, and added seditious conspiracy. And I think the reason they did that was because they kept saying insurrection over and over again. And everyone on the right correctly pointed out, yet nobody's been charged with anything related to any kind of insurrection. And then all of a sudden, miraculously, Enrique Tarrio, the leader of the Proud Boys, conspiracy.
Yeah, and they're, I think, the only ones. If you do a search, like you can
Enrique
look
Tarrio,
at
who, by the way, wasn't at January 6th.
Right.
Yep. Wasn't he in jail?
Yeah,
I
think so.
That's so weird.
Federal custody.
And you can look. I mean, the DOJ has all of the case documents up on the website. There's like 944 cases. And if you do searches, you can do searches for like assault. There aren't that many of them, you know.
And here's
like,
the issue, right? So here's the issue.
Break it down.
To go back to, because I saw some people out there saying, well, these videos that Tucker put out and this bit, it doesn't change anything because we've seen the other videos and we've seen the committee and we all know what happened that day. Here's what is significant about those videos. And we can talk a little bit about, because I do know something about the larger trove of videos that is coming, by the way. That of those, what was the number you just said?
944.
944 people. How many of them have actually been charged with anything violent, anything seditious? Right?
About 10%, I believe.
Maybe 10%.
Yeah.
And so the
Julie
other
Kelly
90% of this are people that were walking around, that were taking pictures. Norm Macdonald had that tweet up where he said the violent terrorists are abiding by the velvet ropes and statuary.
Right? Yeah.
And that's exactly right. And so you can be nuanced enough to be able to say that, yeah, there were, a certain amount, 75 people, 100 people, let's say, that did get out of hand and it was hooliganism.
Right.
But the vast majority of people there, it was just a crazy situation. People had the doors left open. People were escorted in. Jacob Chansley had the doors left open.
Whoopi Goldberg saying it should be illegal to report this stuff for what Tucker's doing?
She also said it was Orwellian because she has the reverse dictionary.
Yeah.
So she doesn't understand what
See,
that means.
I love when they do stuff like this. I took more of it, more. I want more censorship of like Goosebumps and Matilda, and I want.
It's so insane.
I want Whoopi Goldberg to just 24/7 keep going, like keep her on air all day long. Right?
And this was something you showed me yesterday was Amber Athey's piece in Spectator.
Oh, it's so wonderful.
About Politico's banned words.
Can we steal her too?
Yeah, that's funny. Politico, pregnant persons.
Yeah,
because she's got a book. She's got. Amber's got a book.
We're laughing as the problem's getting worse.
Yeah,
government corruption,
it's sort of amazing
wokeness.
to me that it keeps getting worse, even though everyone keeps screaming louder.
Well, it's like the whole it's the squeeze because people are starting to notice. All this stuff had been moving in this direction, had been really kind of under the radar until COVID kind of brought it to kind of everyone, between COVID
because then
and
everyone
George Floyd.
saw it. Everyone saw it in their kids' classrooms.
Exactly.
Everyone saw it after the massive, what do you always say, hierarchy, not hypocrisy?
Yeah, it's hierarchy, not hypocrisy.
That after Floyd was killed, it's okay to go protest against racism, but otherwise stay in your damn house.
You can't protest the lockdowns, but you can protest racism.
They called all those Michiganders who protested in Lansing racist for going to the Capitol, saying that they should get to open their nail salons.
And that's
speaking of federal
they said racist,
right?
and that's the thing. People started to notice that. Wait a minute, there is nothing racist about going to the store. And people, seriously, and that's what it was. Normal people
in
started to say,
Pittsburgh having
hold on.
having church at Walmart.
Yes, it's like there's nothing, and people started to say,
Right.
"Hold on, this is really getting out of hand because this is literally the excuse for everything now." And so I think that's a big part of it is these things really kind of were flying under the radar, and then when the George Floyd riots happened, people were just like, "Hold on a second, how is leaving your house because of COVID racist? I don't get it."
Well, none of it makes sense. This is what we were talking about the other day.
Yeah.
I don't see any logic to their plan other than it's fire, right? We can control combustion for a purpose, like driving a car. We use make the car go forward. Very, very simple. But if you don't have a control mechanism for that,
that's the process of.
I like that.
but if you don't have the
how my car
control
sounds.
mechanism, then it's just burning everything down.
Right.
So there is this energy from the left, and it is just chaotically destroying, consuming, and burning with no rhyme or reason.